Good morning everyone. I'd just like to share my two new journals I've got. When I say two, there's actually one completely ready and this is, I'd say 75% done, but I just wanted to give you a quick rough idea of what I'm working on. I had hoped to get this finished today because I'm working on 3 of these and I was hoping to have them all done, but as per usual, time's got away from me, so I'll just share the one I've got finished today. But this is one of a trio. So this is, well, I'll put it to one side because it's not finished, but I'll just give you a rough idea. This is going to be, I think, called Bella Blue. I'll give them all a little name because they'll be going in my Etsy shop. But obviously Bella's not ready just yet, so I'll put Bella to one side. This one I am calling Vintage Days because I've used a lot of Artymaze's digitals in this Vintage Days, and I've also used Artymaze's vintage ephemera. But what I'm actually doing in these journals is I've got boxes, like we all have probably, of scraps of stuff that I've overprinted, and I've just looked at it the day and it's ridiculous. I've tried to organise them into florals, vintage, scraps, autumn, winter, blah blah, but I need to sort of start wading through them and use some, so I thought these would be a great way of using some of these up. I followed a tutorial from Heather on Ruby and Pearl XO. I'm sure many of you follow her, but I do love her journals, and I really love these open spine journals that she's been working on. So she did a great tutorial on her channel, so if you haven't watched it, I really recommend you have a look at but it's just a lovely way. It's just a little bit different as well. What it is, you basically have your spine open, but I love the idea you can sort of add papers to your journal, or take papers out or replace stuff. So that's one thing that really appealed to me. So that's where the tutorial has come from. Right, I've just done a simple twine closure. The front of it I've just collaged up using, this was some tissue, Tim Holtz tissue I think, and I just put some gesso on it. Then I've just laid it up once again with some scraps I had left over. The blue stuff is from Artymaze Vintage Days, just a little bit of washi that says vintage. I've used some laces. I'm also trying to use my lace scraps as well. On the back, very similar again, just like a vintage looking lady with some scraps, music paper, just collaged up really. Like I said, this is the open spine one, so when you open it you can sort of see the ribbon of it, but I really like that. Front cover I've left blank. I was going to fill some up, but as you can see it started to get a bit chunky, so I thought I'd better not add any more to it. But this is some Tim Holtz scraps. I can't remember what paper pad it's from, but I've got plenty of that left over, so I'm trying to use that as well. Here I've just got opening pages just like a vintage ledger, which I've tried to age up. Some music paper. I've been making a lot of these little snippets lately. It's just something I've been enjoying doing when I'm sort of sat watching TV at night, or when I get 20 minutes spare during the day. I've just started using up little bits of scraps and buttons, and I just thought they'll always come in handy with a snippet. And there is plenty of space for writing in this journal. Oh, I should give you the measurements. It has 60 pages front to back. Oh, let me think of that. It's 8 1/4 by 4 1/4, sort of like a traveller's notebook size. This is some more, I'm not sure where this come from. I want to say Artymaze, but I could be wrong. This I know is definitely from Artymaze Vintage Days. This is one of Artymaze's background papers as well. Most of that, I said, the vintage looking ephemera is from the Artymaze Vintage Ephemera pack. These are I think from a Vintage Days kit, I want to say. I will link the 2 main kits that I have used in this. Just put a little postcard in here, some Edith Holden, that's Vintage Days digitals, so is that. A little bit of sheet music, Like I say, some more bits of scrap. This I love, and I do know this is from Artymaze's Vintage Days. But I love this. It's already collaged up for you, and a lovely little vintage looking lady. Here I've just done a little embossed pocket, some tags, just a little bit of collage with some Tim Holtz papers I had left over. Another little collage with it. I think these little lady girls are from Pinterest, but I have a load of them knocking about. Just a little tag here with some bits and bobs in. Just a little bit of ruffle. I have put some snippets down the side because I do like my journals to have a little bit of texture, and I love seeing little bits peeking out. That's one of the Tim Holtz. Oh, I can't remember what paper pads I've got, but I know I've got loads of bits of scraps knocking about which do need using up. Another little snippet. These are just so relaxing to do, really, just sewing buttons and little bits and pieces together. Here I've just done, this is the centre of it, and with these open spine journals, you sort of sew your pages in with ribbon, which I really like, and that's and I love this ribbon, and I'm not sure, somebody gifted it me, and I've been looking for the exact colour. I don't know, is it oyster? It's like a pinky beige, but everything I've bought seems to be, when I've bought online, seems to be too pink, and this is more, I'm not sure, is it called oyster or salmon pink? But I end up with the variations of different colour pinks and not the one I'm looking for. Here I've just made a little tag. This was also from one of Ruby and Pearl's tutorials. She just did some vintage wallpaper with some ruffles. And I really like that tutorial. It was another way of using up my scraps. Here I've got a little bit of Tim Holtz, little teeny envelope. I've just made a little tuck there with some ledger paper. Another little tuck spot here with I won't take everything, it's just got little bits of scraps for writing on. Some lined paper from Vintage Days. Love this lady, I always have done, so I've just left her as she is, because she did nothing to distract from her. I've just put her on some music paper. Never sure where I got this from, but I know I've got some of it in my stash. But I just love the little cherub on it. Here I've just done a little collage, little tuck. That's definitely from Vintage Days, and I love, love, love that blue paper. I use it so much. Another little snippet with some blue and cream ticking. Another little collage. Little tuck spot there. Like I said, there's a lot of room when you take everything. It does look quite bulky, but a lot of this stuff is removable, which will obviously get it more down to a manageable size. Here is another tuck spot, which I've just realised I've not put anything in it, but you can, like I say, put something in. Like I said, it was getting a bit, I can't remember where that came from now, so I'll just put it there for now. Here I've just used one of these little inventory tags, and I've just collaged it up with some more vintage ephemera from Artymaze. I've just put a little ruffle on a little bit of collage, a little bit of a ribbon. Another little, I like these little, are the receipts. These are from Artymaze, from the vintage ephemera. That kit is so good because it just goes with everything, because the colours are very neutral, and I just love a lot of these vintage receipts. Little pocket here with a tuck spot. Another Tim Holtz. Another vintage ephemera. Just done a little tuck spot up here with a little bit of cheesecloth. Never looked to see if I've been in frame, have I? And the lighting's not very good today, because after a couple of weeks of really nice weather in the UK, it's back to pretty grey and torrential rain, so we're back to normal, I guess. So the lighting today is probably not picking this up very well. Some more writing space, just a little bit of tag I've had knocking about for a bit, thought I'll get it used. Another little snippet, some more Vintage Days paper. And at the back now, just comes using this receipt. I just folded it over to make more writing space, but you could tuck something in it. At the back here, haven't put another pocket on, but because I wanted to do a little pocket, little space where you could keep either pictures or receipts, anything really. I just thought it's something that can be removed if needed, so it just quickly folds up, ties up, should I say, like so. I've just listed this journal in my Etsy shop if anybody's interested. Like I said, it is going to be a trio. I think the next one I'm working on is probably more pinks, because I've got quite a lot of pink scraps left in my stash. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're all keeping safe, and we're sort of slowly coming out of lockdown in the UK, and it's quite a good feeling. Hadn't been out and about much because I just haven't, the weather hasn't been so good, but it's nice to sort of know I can get out if I want to. Anyway, thanks for watching again. Take care. Talk soon. Bye.